Cranium. I'm on an angle because I don't trust... Oh my god. I don't trust myself. I also don't trust my laptop's ability to pick up audio very well. So I may just invest in a microphone so that my voice is actually hearable over the whirring of the laptop, this 10-year-old. Pretty good device, to be honest, but it does not have the capability to do everything that I would like. Like the touchpad doesn't even work. I inherited this thing and it doesn't even. Must use a wireless mouse. Or a wired mouse, I guess, it doesn't matter. I'm sure the laptop doesn't discriminate, but I probably would. And I think 10-year-old might be an understatement. I think it's closer to a 15-year-old laptop. At any rate, living on a kind of a farm situation off-grid, and the water pump stopped water pumping, so now I can't have a water shower. As opposed to some other kind of shower, I suppose. Whoa. It's been 2 days. And maybe that's okay for some. But personally, I like to feel the freshness at least once a day. Actually, probably at most once a day. I was in a military camp, not because I was joining the military or anything, but I was just, I was being a trainee, I was being trained, and they had us showering once in the morning and then once at night, and I think that might have been too much for me. Got eczema. So that wasn't fun. Do enjoy my morning showers now. It's funny because like 10 years ago, or however long ago, I used to enjoy my nighttime showers, and now I'm like, man, I just want to do things until I go to bed. I don't really want to stop for a shower. I don't know, like maybe that's weird. And right now I'm kind of tired, so I definitely wouldn't want to shower anyway. It's because I stayed up this late last night, and my alarm set for 6:15 in the morning woke me up. So my body woke me up, and I was like, man, I would have appreciated a sleep in. It's a Saturday. Not fair, but hey. think I must have had my first spa bath like what, almost 2 months ago. With like bath salts, definitely my first bath salts. That was interesting. I didn't notice any difference. I'm not typically a bath person, but I felt like because I was in a hotel and I spent this money on it, it's like, man, I should probably use the bath salts and spa bath. No, there's no bath, there are only outdoor showers. And I'm not complaining about that really. I think it's very, like, there's no mold or anything. It's good. But it's also a little cold, and that's about it really. Of course it's cold. And what else do we do out here at this little property? We have like manual clothes washing, so in the sense like wringer, like with a big cranking handle. So that's fun. Never feel like the clothes are all that clean either. It's like maybe I'm doing it wrong, but whatever. I'll get there in that case. New experience and stuff. But yeah, the food is good. So we have access to like raw milk, which is fantastic. I've never really been much of a milk drinker. But, you know, that's because it's come out of the supermarket and it's like treated and stuff, or what is it, pasteurized? I guess that's the difference. It's like this raw milk with all this nice cream in it. It's like, man, I thought I hated milk, but maybe I just didn't have the right milk. And there's also a forest garden. Like, there are all these apples, and it's amazing. Like, all of these cultivars and varieties, like, whoa. It's really cool, and I think I would want to do that one day. Have just a bunch of apples just growing. Might not be too feasible for me though, but whatever. So I'm learning a lot on this internship for sure. I also have kefir. I have a single kefir grain in my possession, and I am feeding it with raw milk. It's fantastic. I've been told any other milk, like almond milk, will work, but only for one cycle, and then the kefir grain will be upset. Such an interesting little thing. So the idea is that like it spreads and it grows to the point that like it puffs up into like a big popcorn looking thing, and then it just makes a second grain, and then that's how I would maximize my production of the liquid and all that stuff. I appreciate that you can use the liquid itself, but I feel like, you know, you get the liquid stable with the actual grains doing the work, you know. Because when it's free-floating microbes, it's crazy. Things change and you don't know what's up with it necessarily. I mean, that's still good. It's still pretty tasty, so like, it's whatever. But I feel like more grains are not a bad thing. And then at that point, you can just share them. You can just share them back. So there are other interns, and they're a bit. They have all of the other grains between them, and yeah. I just have my little one. I've got a 131 milliliter bottle of milk every day. That looks weird. And I'm coming to love this fermentation thing, or the kefir grain thing specifically. And the forest garden thing. Whee! Oopsie. So when I was, I think, what, 7 years old? 8 years old? I was asked to draw dragons by like all of my classmates at the time. I don't know how that came about. I don't remember. I must have been, I drew a dragon, but I don't remember why. Maybe it was like a school direction of some kind, like a project, and everyone thought it was cool. Whoa, Jay, can you like draw me a picture of a dragon too, please? So I think I must have done 5 or 8. I was filling them out like orders at a McDonald's restaurant. Here's a dragon picture for you, and a dragon picture for you. Take it. And everyone in their childlike innocence thought I was good at drawing, but no. To my peers, I would have been that classmate that does a lot of mediocre doodles and then vanishes from their lives completely. That's why we're learning to draw now, or at least especially learning to draw humanoid looking things. Got like a curse here because when I was 10 I was into like, how do you say, Lion King. So I have like, not so much that, but like a penchant for drawing creatures in this kind of style. With some ears maybe. Not my best. But unfortunate drawing ability for furry-like creations. I didn't even have a warrior cat's face. Talk about sidetracked, right? Here you go, the big friendly eyeball. Now to add like neon colors and pastel and Should make an insulting furry joke now. But I won't. Is that The Lion King? And then I did like My Little Pony. Friendship is Magic. And I actually grew up with, like at first, like My Little Pony, the 80s version on DVD. And then I had a bunch of 80s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on VHS for whatever reason. Some The Simpsons, which is a questionable decision, but whatever. I had a bunch of Barbie movies too, especially on VHS. I think my first favorite characters from media came from My Little Pony, like the 80s series. I really liked Fizzy, I think. Like there was a time that I had all of their names. My mom hated it. But I loved it. I think I remember going into a place, a retail, and like I would pick out a My Little Pony DVD to watch. Like MediBang. She wouldn't buy multiple at one point, I think. Core memory unlocked moment, but and I had to put 2 of them back, and I could only have 1. And I remember I thought it was weird because the cover art never resembled the characters in the show, like, whatsoever. And I remember trying to arrange the covers of the DVDs so that the characters on the front really did, like, I could find the similarities and find out which ones were the same and which were not, you know, from between the covers. Whew. I'm kind of tired. It's actually like 12 in the morning almost, so I better stop. Just hope that the water works tomorrow.